Morning. I want to talk to you quickly about something. I just dropped my kids off and I'm having my quiet time. I'm reading the Bible. And there's something that I want to share with you that stuck out to me. And it's in Genesis 35. And it says, and Israel, no, let's start from 35:19 to 21. And Rachel died and was buried in the way of Ephrath, which is Bethlehem. And Jacob set a pillow upon her grave. That is the pillow of Rachel's grave unto this day. And Israel journeyed and spread his tent beyond the tower of Eder. These verses spoke to me because when you go back to Genesis, the beginning of Genesis, you see when it came to Leah and Rachel, Jacob loved Rachel. She was his favorite. She was his favorite, yes, she was his favorite. And here we see as Jacob is leaving and going back to Bethel, Rachel at the time was pregnant and now she had hard labor and she gave birth, but unfortunately she died while giving birth. And it said Jacob buried her and he journeyed further and spread his tent beyond the tower of Eder. This verse can mean so many things, but this is one thing that stuck out to me today. Is that even though Jacob loved Rachel, he moved on. He went on, he moved on. There are many of us that there are things in our life that we love so much. There are some people in our life that we love so much. And when those people leave, we stay there. We decide not to move on. Our life gets stuck. We get entangled in this frustration and hurt and pain and struggle. Instead of moving on to the next thing, instead of moving on, nobody said don't move. It said, and Jacob, he set a pillar upon her grave to signify, yes, I love Rachel. But he moved on. Today, if this is you I'm talking to, there's something that has happened in your life, or there's something that you are still stuck on. You are standing there. You are unwilling to move on. It's time to move on. Move on. Extend your tent. Let it go. Whatever the case is, you may have loved that person. You may have loved that thing, and it did not work out. It did not happen. Move on. It's time to move on. It's time for you to journey beyond that person, beyond that circumstance, beyond that thing. Because if you stay there, it's not going to be helpful. Not at all. Not to you or to anyone. So this is how this scripture spoke out to me today. And I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. And I hope this scripture speak to you as it spoke to me. Bye-bye.